Right, so still on the breaking news that is currently going on, I'm talking about Ofosu Ampofo. The Criminal Investigative Department have come out say he is the person and now he's one of the suspects behind the recent kidnappings here in Ghana. Talking about the Takrady kidnapped girls and also other fire outbreaks here in Ghana. Now, the person who have reacted, the big man himself, talking about former president of Ghana, who is also the flag bearer of the opposition National Democratic Congress, the National Democratic Congress, John Dramani Mahama. He has issued a stern warning to the ruling New Patriotic Party. Now, this is what he's saying. He spoke about how the police is handling Mr. Ofosu Ampofo. Mahama is saying that the current government, talking about MPP, is setting a precedent which may one day come back to them. Listen very well. According to John Dramani Mahama, he's saying that this particular MPP government is setting a precedent that one day it will come back to them. He said they are setting a precedent and then they should remember that in everything they do, they are setting a precedent, he says. And this particular comment follows after the Criminal Investigative Department of the Ghana Police Service served notice to Ofosu Ampofo, inviting him for questioning over the recent fire incidents and also kidnappings here in Ghana. Now, in the letter, we realize the Criminal Investigative Department came out after their investigations into the kidnap cases and also fire outbreaks, they realized the person and one of the suspects who was behind this particular attacks was NDC's chairman Samuel Ofosu Ampofo. And then Mahama have spoken. He said a whole lot of things, but then before we even move on and said what he said more, president means for example, president, you can be set president or be set some kind of something be or they tour or set some kind of a structure or they are to now set some kind of a way and a path be at all. So what Mahama is trying to say is if MPP is setting a bad precedent which will come one day come back and enhance them, and what he's trying to say is almost set a crime be at all. They are trying to put some measures and ways and one day if NDC should also come back into power, they will do the same thing to them, because the person who actually started this particular measures and procedures, they will be harassing their national chairman and all of that. Is MPP talking about the New Patriotic Party. Now, this is what Mahama further said in a statement which was copied to our own Ghana web. The NDC flag bearer said, "No amount of harassment of our national chairman will save the MPP from defeat. Indeed, as a sign of desperation that the chief executive of our party, the chairman of our party, is constantly being harassed by the police authority." And also he said, "You cannot take any frivolous and vexatious investigations and be inviting the national chairman of the biggest opposition every day to the CID headquarters on very useless allegations. We are advising the MPP, if you deliver on your promises, the people of Ghana will look favorably at you. If you have failed, don't out your desperation decide to harass our party officials. Whatever you do, you cannot escape the judgment of the people come 2020. This were the words of our own ex-president of Ghana, John Dramani Mahama. So let's break this down for our lovely subscribers before we leave you with a lengthy video of what Mahama actually said in one of his campaigns. What this particular statement, which came from the former president of Ghana, is saying is that, whatever MPP is doing is because they've known that they've lost in the first place. Yes. And that come 2020, they are going to lose the elections, because when you are talking about infrastructure, the economy, Ghana right now is sinking. And because MPP knows that they are going to lose in 2020, they have now brought out their attacks and their frustration. They are venting out their frustration on their national chairman, Samuel Ofosu Ampofo. So today you hear that there's a leak tape which Samuel Ofosu Ampofo was talking, or there's a leak tape which was alleged Samuel Ofosu Ampofo was orchestrating some kind of violence and an attack on the EC chairperson, causing violence at Ayawaso Westwagon, which according to Mahama are all useless and baseless, because the MPP knows that 2020 they are going to lose. The only thing that they have to do is to constantly attack one person, that is the national chairman Samuel Ofosu Ampofo. And this is what Mahama further said. He is saying MPP should be warned, because they are setting some kind of a way or measure. Any political party will mount the podium to become the president or take the official power here in Ghana will also do the same thing to the opposition. he won again. And then now information we are getting from the National Democratic Congress is saying that Samuel Ofosu Ampofo is not going to honor any invitation which is coming from the Ghana CID or the Criminal Investigative Department, because these particular things which are going on have an agenda. These particular things which are going on is being orchestrated by the New Patriotic Party to harass their party officials and make sure say come 2020 they will not have the gas and the uniform and also the kind of unity to come and stand against them come 2020, because NPP knows very well that they have lost the battle come 2020 because they failed to deliver on their promises here in Ghana. These were the words of the former president of Ghana, John Dramani Mahama. We'll give you more updates in all of these developments. If you are new here, please subscribe. We'll leave you with a video of when John Dramani Mahama was one of his campaign trails here in Ghana.
Maonaira Mikata Akpe. Our party, the NDC, is reorganizing itself. And so we're going through the processes of making the party strong and formidable again so that it can go and contest the elections of 2020. After 2016, a lot of lessons were learned, and we're using those lessons to reorder the party so that the party can become one united bloc and be able to fight the 2020 election. But like I said, we've learned the lessons of 2016, and NDC is coming back like Kakai. And so, in order that we can respond to the people of Ghana, we need to be united. There are people who cannot vote because they are not delegates, but they are Ghanaians, and they want NDC to put its house in order so that we can win the elections for them. Ghanaians are yearning for NDC to come back into power, and if that will happen, it depends on us. If we remain united, we work as one group, we will surely be victorious. And so let everybody be a foot soldier for the party. We must all kill ourselves a little so that the party can come back into government. And when the party comes back into government, I assure you, the party will also kill itself a little for you. Our foot soldiers and our grassroots are also entitled to the fair share of the national cake. In the past, when we were cadres of the revolution, we sacrificed our lives so that our nation would be better. But we moved into another era, the era of democracy. And so you have party foot soldiers, grassroots, who work for the party, hoping that when the party wins and comes into power, their lives will also get better. And so if a party chairman or a party branch women's organizer or branch chairman also has a child who qualifies as a Ghanaian to be able to get a scholarship, why not? We should give him a scholarship. If he has a son who is qualified to enter the army or to go enter the police, he's qualified. As long as he's qualified, why not? He should also have the opportunity. But the only way we can do that is for our executive to be able to recognize the hard-working grassroots foot soldiers. The president or the leader is not in Afajato South. I cannot see those who are working here in Afajato South. It is the MP, the constituency chairman, the women's organizer, and others who will know that Mama Rejoice is a hard-working women's organizer. So when the party wins, if there's an opportunity, let us suggest Mama Rejoice to also go and benefit. But if that doesn't happen, and we all work hard, and the party comes back, and now they say that they want to choose a district chief executive, then MP goes and brings her nephew, chairman goes and brings his cousin, this one goes and brings his this. And so that is where the problem comes. Then you go and bring a DCE, they say here are Maslock loans for your district. And then you know that these are the people who worked hard. The president cannot come and choose those people and say they should benefit. It is the DCE who is supposed to do that. And then you go and take people who are completely different, they had nothing to do with the victory of the party, and bring it and distribute it to them. Then the party foot soldiers get angry and say, so what is the use of the work we did? So let us, with pen and paper, start taking note of those who are working hard from today for the victory of the party in 2020. So that when the party comes into power in 2020 and there are some rewards to be shared, we will remember those people and also reward them.